issue. I believe Dr. Blasey Ford because she's telling the truth, and you know it by her story. You know it by the fact that she told her therapist 5 years ago. It was documented at the time. We have the therapist's notes. She told her husband, this is the trauma she's been dealing with her whole life. She doesn't want to be in a bedroom that doesn't have 2 doors. People knew that about her a long time ago. She told a friend a year ago. She told a reporter before Dr. Kavanaugh was ever named. These are the hallmarks of truth. These are the hallmarks of someone who wants to be believed because she fears that if this person is confirmed, he will do terrible things for American women. She is concerned that he does not have the character, the integrity, the honesty to be a Supreme Court justice. I believe her because she's telling the truth. She's asking the FBI to investigate her claims. She's asking for that kind of review, that investigative work, that oversight, that accountability, because she's telling the truth. Someone who is lying does not ask the FBI to investigate their claims. Who is not asking the FBI to investigate these claims? The White House. Judge Kavanaugh has not asked to have the FBI review these claims. Is that the reaction of an innocent person? It is not. So we have to get to the bottom of this as Americans before we put someone on the Supreme Court for life. I am very concerned that my Senate colleagues on the Republican side of the aisle, those on the Judiciary Committee, are unwilling to get to the bottom of this, don't want the facts. Even the Anita Hill hearings had an investigation, an FBI investigation of her allegations in advance of the hearing. Even in Anita Hill's case, she had 22 witnesses, some of them corroborating witnesses. Those things are not being afforded Dr. Blasey Ford. They're the basics, and this is not something that's debatable or negotiable, or we only do it sometimes. No. A background check is required for all judicial nominees, especially for the Supreme Court. But they cannot complete that background investigation if they don't investigate these claims. So right now we have an incomplete background investigation by the FBI. So she's not asking for extraordinary measures. She's asking for basic fairness. This is about basic fairness. And I do hope the American people, I do hope every woman in America is paying very close attention to what is happening in this body, in the U.S. Senate today. This is not 1991, and how dare them not even afford the basic courtesies that were afforded then. They're giving her an option. The option is show up Monday or don't show up at all. I consider that to be bullying. I consider that to be disregarding. I consider that to be something set up for failure. They would like a he said, she said scenario. Because you know what happens in those scenarios? The men are typically believed because you see those issues through your own lens. Why not have the corroborating witnesses? What are they afraid of? Why not have the therapist come in, her husband come in, her friend come in? Why not have Mark Judge testify under oath to the FBI and then in front of the committee? What are they afraid of? Ask the question, what are they afraid of? What is this White House afraid of? What is this president afraid of? What is the U.S. Senate afraid of? What are the Republican members of the judiciary afraid of? Those are the questions we need to ask today. And thank you for being here. And thank you for standing with Dr. Ford.
Thank you very much. We'll take some questions.